trespassing. Oh.
Oh, sorry. We didn't see any signs. This guy's kicking everybody out. He's raging. This guy's raging.
If he was doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this.
There's fucking cops surrounding this whole entire fucking building right now.
There's something going on in this building.
Instead, I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator elected and to make sure
Oh my God.
back to the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America.
There's somebody in this building.
And it's not easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people. Criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much frustrating. We have so much order. In recorded history, we're the best order. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they could do it. You guys have access to that chart, but I'm not somebody. You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? This is not going to be this is where you're trying to explain. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow at the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's what I'm talking about. That's the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services. Comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at it. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever been recorded in our country. And then the word
Make yourself small, bro. I don't know what's going on. Get down, guys. Get down. Yeah, just get down. Get behind this tree with me. Get behind this tree. Get behind this tree, guys. No. I'm just safe back here. Here.
They fucking picked that thing off.
Did they pick him off?
Fuck yeah, I saw a big poof of hair go up in the air.
Oh,
They
fuck
shot him right in the
yeah.
head.
Fuck yeah.
Big poof of hair.
Holy shit, guys.
What happened
That's
over here?
fucking
He got 4
crazy.
shots off. Are you fucking shitting me?
This is fucking crazy, dude. I can't believe
Dude,
I
this
got
is
all.
national fucking news.
I can't believe I got all that on camera, dude. I was in the middle of it.
Like a headshot?
Kill confirmed, he said.
What he said? Kill confirmed?
He said kill confirmed. He was on the roof. One seriously injured, I just heard on the cops' radio. Here, pal. Are you law enforcement? You are? You're not. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Get your name.
Yeah, for sure. I got you, bro.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Yes, so this footage is out now. It was taken by law enforcement, the guy's phone, and then the FBI gave him his phone back, and it was released yesterday. There's a lot of conspiracies around this footage, but the bottom line is you could see law enforcement is in motion. They know something's going down, and they leave Trump up there speaking. They leave him wide open. Now, if you want your house to get burgled, you can either burgle it yourself or leave your door open enough for a sneak thief to get right in. And they were waiting, I believe. It was all put into motion, and that door was left wide open. And that's how Crooks was able to get on that roof and get those shots up when you could clearly see the way they're walking around. They know something's going down. Some people are saying that there's extra shot there at the end, thus proving the theory of the two shooters. But we're yet to see more information come out about that. Now, there's a lot of text messages come out as well. But I just want to give credit. If you go on Twitter to Matt Lautner, Mattlautner, he's got it as his pinned tweet, the video. That's where I sourced it from. Sniper's Nest video released by David Stewart of Butler, Pennsylvania from 17/13/24. Cell phone confiscated by FBI initially and returned, allowing the release of the video. All right, so he's also posted a letter from a sniper, and it's a Secret Service counter sniper sent an email to the entire uniformed division yesterday saying that he will continue to speak out until 5 high-level supervisors, one down, are either fired or removed from their current positions. The counter sniper's letter was exclusively obtained by Real Clear Politics, states that the agency should expect another assassination attempt before November, and expressed his dissatisfaction with his role as a USSS counter sniper. So I'll read you this letter that was made public yesterday. And it is subject: creation of the Advanced Research and Capabilities Division in the Office of Technical Development and Mission Support, TEC Directorate. Thank you for the backing and support. I'm not stopping until the 5 high-level supervisors, one down, are either fired or removed from their current positions. This agency needs to change. If not now, when? The next assassination attempt in 30 days, ? Because we all should expect another attempt to happen before November. We've exposed our inability to protect our leaders due to our leadership. The technicians who worked on 7/13/24 in Butler, PA did their job with their hands tied. Secret Service supervisors knew better, and the foot soldiers working made the best of a bad situation that resulted in a civilian death and a near miss of the protectee and our technicians shooting and killing the suspect. I know many look at the CS team as guys who sit on the roof and don't do much, but our responsibility, our mission, is not about protecting an empty White House located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. It's about preventing and stopping another JFK-style assassination in whatever city that may be. Sadly, we have fallen short for years. We just got lucky and looking good doing it. I have conveyed these thoughts to not only supervisors, to include the current captain within CS, but those responsible for training us, SOTSCS, only to be brushed off as if those with less experience somehow knew more than me. All right, next paragraph, 1 second. The team I was once proud to be a part of is something I have to now somehow hide as I move into my next career. Who wants to hire a USSSCS guy who failed? That's the public's perception I'm now faced with. The USSSCS team is a stain I will never be able to cleanse. Some of us take our job and responsibility seriously, deadly seriously. I may be overzealous, but after 7 years in the Marine Corps as an NCO and 20 plus years on the USSS counter sniper team, failure is not an option. On 7/13/24, we failed, not because of commitment or sense of dedication, but because our supervisors, aka leadership, knew better and thought our concerns were less than important. The motto of the USSS CYA, and every supervisor is doing it right now. So there you have one of the team writing a letter. And then we've also got, I mean, we said earlier in the week this was going to get crazy and crazy and more information was going to come out. So now we've also got text messages from the cops and text messages from snipers. Let me get these up. 1 second. Right. So there were cops harrowing text messages before the assassination attempt reveal the last-minute scramble to find cover for officers on vacation or hurt. During the rally, when Trump was shot in the ear and a former volunteer firefighter lost his life, crooks opened fire from the roof of a nearby building just outside the security perimeter. These bombshell text messages between the Beaver County Emergency Services team from the days leading up to the rally show that there was a staffing shortage. Of course there was. Like I said, you're going to leave the door open if you want the thieves to come in. And just blame it on ineptitude, staffing shortages, whatever you can use as an excuse to try and get your hit effected. But it wasn't effected. And now it's all backfired in their faces because Trump's more popular than ever. All right. On July 8th, 5 days before the rally, an unnamed team leader officer wrote in a text chat that they had been requested by Butler to assist with Trump's rally and needed 6 people to step up for the 12-hour detail. 2 offered to do so for the whole time, and 2 more offered to split the Saturday shift. The law enforcement leader wrote in the thread that he only had a few people available to work the event because everyone else is either working, on vacation, or hurt. The never-seen-before messages lay out a timeline of nearly 90 minutes from between the identification of Crooks and his deadly fire. So messages, body cam footage, law enforcement debrief were obtained by Senator Chuck Grassley, Representative Ohio, who is conducting oversight of the event. The messages showed that law enforcement were aware of crooks whom they spotted more than an hour and a half before Trump took to the stage. So at 4:26 p.m., a Beaver County sniper finished his shift and departed the AGR building where Crooks was able to access and take his shots from. As the sniper left the building, he texted a chain about a suspicious person he'd spotted, which turned out to be Crooks. 90 minutes before the shots were fired. Someone followed our lead and snuck in and parked by our cars, just so you know. Come on now. I'm just letting you know because you see me go out with my rifle and put it in my car, so he knows you guys are up there. The officer noted that he was sitting at a picnic table about 50 yards from the exit. Quote, the bike was not there when I pulled out. Maybe have them check the car. They went on. Later on, officers exchanged photos of Crooks, who had then been marked a suspicious person at 5:38 p.m., over 30 minutes before Trump was shot. I mean, how much more bloody obvious could Crooks have made it before these people took some action? Right, so here's a text from Monday, July the 8th. Gentlemen, we've been requested by Butler to assist with the Trump rally on Saturday at the Butler Fairgrounds as QRF. It is probably going to be a 12-hour detail. Right now, I'm looking for 6 guys available. If absolutely needed, we can split the shift. As of right now, I do not need Thames or CNT. Sorry, guys. Please put this out and let me know what the response is. Copy, copy. I'll be in South Carolina, so I'm out. Copy, copy. Rally at staging at 9, so maybe. Bravo has 2 that could stay the whole day and 1 that would leave early. Do we have someone they could split the shift with? No one is offering as of yet. And beep for the whole event. Beep from, the redacted some of it. So-and-so said he can work till 1, was working on a trade. Everyone else is either working on vacation or hurt. Copy. Snipers have 1. Beep and I are going to cover it. Me from 8 till 4. And he will cover the rest. LMK, that works for you. That works. I will confer with Beep to see if we have enough guys to send. Copy. Please hit your guys up again for Saturday. We are going. I will side arrangements for these are going. Please send me the names. So, on the day they were saying, I did see him with a rangefinder looking towards the stage. For your information, if you want to notify SS snipers to look out. With a rangefinder. Come on now. Take some action. Why even let Trump on the stage? Because of the sinister agenda. Another officer asked what direction Crooks was headed, to which an unnamed officer replied, if I had to guess, towards the back, away from the event. Oh my goodness. So, a whistleblower alleged that after the shooting, the Secret Service changed course and asked the local partner to deploy the drone technology to survey the site in the aftermath. Because they denied the drone in the bloody first place. All right, next text. Someone followed our lead and snuck in and parked by our cars, just so you know. And then I'm just letting you know because you see me go out with my rifle. Kid learning around the building we are in. And then the rangefinder, a bike with the backpack, also sitting next to it in the rear of a building that was not seen earlier. Call it into command and have a uniform check it out. Something, if you want to send this, is to whoever at command. If you have cell, sent. They're asking for a direction of travel. Not sure he was up against the building. If I had to guess, towards the back, away from the event. So the drones that were offered had the ability not only to identify active shooters, but to neutralize them. From Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, Hawley demanded all the records and communications related to the drone offer. And the new claim adds another layer to the probe of the SS's absolute cock-up. After a blistering 6 hours of testimony on Monday, Secret Service Director, yeah, well, we already know all that about the resignation, etc. All right, let's go over to the counter snipers chilling text messages. So these text messages from counter snipers who were supposed to protect Trump at the rally, and it appears a group chat of those meant to protect him were aware that Crooks was in the midst over 90 minutes before he was shot at. When one of the three counter snipers was about to call off the end of their shift, they noticed a man. Guys, I'm out. Be safe, he wrote. So he added that Crooks was sitting to the right, direct right on a picnic table about 50 yards from the exit. And that message was sent at 4:27, a little over 90 minutes before the shots went out. One of the remaining snipers photographed Crooks multiple times and texted the pictures to the group chat. Witnesses reported seeing him crawling onto the roof of the American Glass Research Building. And then at 5:40, the other counter sniper tells them to call in the reports of Crooks. But within the next hour, Crooks was dead. And then Trump's got the bloody ear. Crooks was captured in a chilling video lurking near the former president's rally stage just an hour before he unleashed the bullets. So they knew he was there way before. He's got a rangefinder. This wacky incel kid. It's unbelievable that they didn't take any action. It's the fact that they should not have even allowed Trump to get on that stage. Cameraman said he was trying to capture the large crowd waiting to watch Trump speak, and then caught the terrifying detail in the background. The footage was revealed amid a series of stunning developments. The gunman's father called the police on the day of the shooting because Crooks didn't return from what he thought was a routine Saturday trip to the local gun range. And it was revealed Crooks was at the rally 3 hours before opening fire. He was never stopped or questioned. Preposterous. Absolutely ridiculous. So there has been a spate of news stories come out on this today. I'm just going to give shouts out to everybody in the chat. We may be doing 2 streams tomorrow on this subject. I'm waiting for final confirmation from Ryan Dawson for 1 p.m. tomorrow. And we've also got a body language expert confirmed for 8 p.m. tomorrow. So multi-hours of content on this subject. We're going to be looking at clips of Kimberly getting grilled, oozing lies for the cabal, the high priestess, the cog, oozing lies to cover up the whole mission. And we had Charlie Robinson on talking about Operation Gladio, Chaos, COINTELPRO. If you guys are familiar with these kinds of operations, you come to realize that you can't put anything past the government, especially the 3-letter agencies. If any of you guys have read that book, Chaos, about the Manson family, they're talking about how people were so disgusted by the behavior of the FBI in the 1970s. And then there was an investigation into the FBI. And it's all the usual stuff, we're going to clean house, we're going to investigate ourselves. Nothing's ever done. And you just see these parallels throughout the ages. So, yeah, it's a great book to read if you want to understand the antics of the CIA. But, we've done stuff with David Icke on MK Ultra and on all these other operations that the CIA has had. And I've also reached out to David to try and get him on as well. So I'll keep you guys updated with what's happening with these pending guests. All right, so A new story that's just come out today. FBI discovers social media account linked to crooks with over 700 posts filled with shocking messages about Jews and migrants. So, speaking of the FBI, so the other day we did a video about a social media platform came out, and the guy, it was like he was regretting coming out. It seems like he was scared for his life. And he was talking about how crooks had put all these pro-Biden posts. Not many people reporting that. But now everyone's reporting that he was anti-migrants and anti-Jews. We said in the very beginning that with these cardboard cutout lone gunmen, MK Ultra shooters, the three-letter agencies can create whatever history on socials and anywhere else, for that matter, to suit their purposes. And this seems like an example of that. The FBI is hoping that these revelations could shine a light on the motive behind the assassination attempt. Shine a light? How about looking at the people who set Trump up with the Russia thing, the people who have tried to bankrupt Trump through the court processes, the people who have tried to criminalize and incarcerate Trump and are continuing to do so? How about we just look at who's in charge of that agenda? Yeah, we can see the prosecutors, but who's the bosses and who's above their bosses and how high does it go? Because it's the exact same forces at play from the cabal, the invisible hand. Yes, we can all laugh at Kimberly. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video I did about her and Dick Cheney the other night. Like that. Like that. But it goes way beyond Kimberly. You've got to look at the chain of command to find out who's behind this assassination attempt. Not the nonsense the FBI is putting about Crooks's social media posts. It's right in our faces. The people who have tried to destroy his reputation in the media and the court system, the people who have tried to criminalize him and have him incarcerated. These evil, demonic entities are the ones behind the assassination attempt. Who else would it be? We don't have to look any further, but it's hard as you go up the pyramid of power to figure out the exact names. But we know there was probably some kind of discussions involving, let's just say, allegedly, the Clintons. Obama. They're saying now that Michelle Obama's got to come in because hyena cackling Kamala is just, she has no common sense, no intelligence, is completely transparent, and she might have to come in because Trump is now so formidable because of the leap in his popularity since the assassination attempt. But because of the money laundering for the deep state that the Obama crime family has done, I doubt she's going to come forward because of the scrutiny it would put on them if they were back in the White House. We will see what happens next. All right, let's see what nonsense the FBI have put out then about Crooks's anti-Semitic social media posts. Let's see. Abbott revealed. This is FBI Deputy Director Paul Abbott. Yeah, he looks like a trustworthy guy. Wow. I'm looking at the acting director of the SS, Ronald Rowe, and Paul Abbott, or Abbate, whatever it is. Look at their faces. My goodness. They just look like stone. Well, like the kind of guys who just take orders with a deadpan look. All right, so I'm just going to call Abati, or whatever his name is, A. The FBI guy revealed that at least one social media account on an unnamed platform believed to be associated with Crooks was discovered by the FBI, which posted over 700 comments between 2019 and 2020. Some of these comments appear to reflect anti-Semitic and anti-immigration themes to espouse political violence. He wouldn't confirm the name of the social media platform until after his agents could prove with 100% certainty that Crooks made the post. So he's throwing information out there to make Crooks sound like a prototype right-winger when he can't even prove that these are Crooks' posts. I'm more inclined to believe the guy who came out the other day with the other platform saying Crooks was posting pro-Biden kind of things. And Crooks loved the lockdowns. The FBI guy said, the FBI lackey said that the posts were extreme in nature, but the FBI is still determining whether the account belongs to Crooks. He disclosed that the agency is working to identify and infiltrate Crooks' various encrypted accounts that could shine light on his motive. Is he telling me, you guys, you've got the most sophisticated technology in the world, the biggest budget in the world for any intelligence agency, you guys have not yet, weeks after the assassination attempt, been able to get into Crooks' phone. More likely you have wiped Crooks' phone because Crooks had military-grade explosives. Where the hell did they come from? Why is the media not focusing on where he sourced those? Yeah, like Timothy McVeigh acted alone. Come on now. Anyway, that testimony angered Senator Lindsey Graham, who wanted more information on the motive. And Lindsey Graham responded. So you're telling me the guy that took 8 shots at the president, former president, has apps that we can't get into that may, if you could get into them, reveal some relevant information? That is correct, Senator. The officials responded. The clowns responded. The hearing is theater. This concerned Senator Graham, who later pushed for better methods to infiltrate encrypted accounts. We will just leave it at that, shall we? We'll just push for better methods to the premier intelligence agency in the world doesn't have the best methods in the known universe. They're going to have to consult Elon Musk, apparently, to crack the phone. We need a solution that provides lawful access, the officials noted, inferring current options only provide illegal entry into Crooks' suspected accounts. Hold on a minute. This guy has just tried to assassinate the upcoming president of America. This guy has tried to assassinate him, and the methods that you are aware of that will access his phone is classified as illegal. Utter horseshit, because, all right, in my ecstasy trafficking case, my lawyer said right away, people who've got phones, who do anything on their phones, who think they can delete things off their phones, think they can delete things off their computers, think they can encrypt things. If the intelligence agencies want to get those things, they're going to get those things. They have ways of getting those things. It's not like Crooks is in pre-trial right now, so he has the presumption of innocence. He is a deceased shooter. How can you possibly classify as entering his, as the only available options would be illegal? This is Alice in Wonderland justice system nonsense designed to protect the three-letter agencies from showing what really is in that phone. In addition to the online account discoveries claimed by the FBI, the number 2 man at the FBI disclosed more about the timeline behind the assassination attempt. Approximately 25 minutes prior to the shooting, the USSS command post was notified of a suspicious person. Yeah, and we just saw that with the text. SS acting director admitted he had no defense as for why the wheelchair accessible rooftop was left open. I went to the roof of the AGR building where the assailant fired shots, and I laid in a prone position to evaluate his line of sight. What I saw made me ashamed as a career law enforcement officer and a 25-year veteran with the Secret Service. I cannot defend why that roof was not better secured, he told Congress today. When I laid in that position, I will not understand why there was not better coverage or at least somebody looking at that roof line when that's where they were posted, Rouse said, noting that Crooks' head would have been clearly visible from the unmanned rooftop. So, Rose said that since the shooting, he'd implemented a number of changes at the Secret Service, including having security plans go through multiple supervisors before implementation, expanded use of drones, more resources for protective site communications, and expeditious approval of requests for personnel at protective sites with heightened security environments. Why wasn't all that in place before Crooks did his thing, his MK Ultra thing? It wasn't in place because the door was left wide enough open for the sneak thief to get in the middle of the night. When I wrote about the CIA importing the white powder from the South America into America, exposed by Gary Webb and various others, Montel Williams included, what did the FBI do? There was an inquiry. They were going to investigate themselves, and they were going to implement a number of changes so this wouldn't happen again. The SS has got the exact same script. The bottom line is they were banking on Trump getting killed and not having to come out and reel all this crap off, parrot style. So these stone-faced SS FBI bosses spoke to the Judiciary and Homeland Security Committees after their boss, Kimberly, was handed a resignation letter. Yes, of course. She's gone back to the bowels of the deep state. She's probably doing dirty work for Dick Cheney as we speak, sourcing the Adreno Kool-Aid for Master Dick. So the FBI and Secret Service officials disclosed a more accurate timeline because Kimberly has problems with timelines, as we saw. So in this more accurate timeline now, says Crooks was scouting the site of the event a week before the rally. He spent 20 minutes doing reconnaissance on the location. Just the day before, Crooks went to a shooting range to practice his skills. The morning of July 13th, he visited the grounds, and they disclosed his activity on the day of the shooting and what authorities did in response. The 90 minutes before thing, the 30 minutes thing with the rangefinder, we've gone over all that. They were given a photo, 20 minutes, photo, about then 3.5 minutes, he opened fire, he was spotted on the roof. And they lollygagged, as you saw in the video at the beginning of this video. If you've not seen that, if you jumped on the live, I played the video at the beginning of this live that's just been released. The FBI took someone's phone, they gave it him back. The footage came out yesterday. It's doing the rounds. And you can see the cops, they're in motion. They know something's going down, and they clearly let Trump continue to speak. It couldn't be more obvious. Stand down. How do we say? Stand down. All right. Another story's come out on this today. And I have reached out to the author of Helter Skelter. We're going to do some deep dives into MK Ultra, Operation Gladio, Chaos, Phoenix Project, COINTELPRO. Went over this years ago with David Icke, but I think we are overdue going over all that stuff in the context of what these three-letter agencies are capable of when the demonic cabal invisible hand give them the green light to wreak terror on the public, do political assassinations, divide and conquer. And we're seeing a bit of that in the UK right now. And our hearts go out. I mean, I saw the pictures of the girls, little girls who were stabbed to death in Southport, north of Liverpool, just at some party. Saw the pictures of them, brought tears to my eyes. Just it's if I was a parent and the perpetrator was an adult and was in a prison, I would commit an offense to get into that prison. And I'm not going to say what would happen next, but that's to raise a child, an innocent tiny little girl like that, to raise a child and to have some savage go inside. And the guy who was the building manager, I think, he saw the attacker had a girl, stabbing a girl. He tried to stop it, got stabbed himself. But at least he was a brave enough man to step up to the plate. And I blame the politicians because you saw phony-ass globalist, warmonger, military industrial complex Prime Minister Keir Starmer go to Southport and pay his fake respects, put some flowers down, and they heckled the hell out of him. They were saying, when are you going to do something about this? When are you going to take action? And now, as I speak, there are riots in Southport with vehicles have been set on fire. And I can understand the frustration of the people because I could do a video at length on this just from an economics perspective as to how this has happened. They bring in it's there's a healthy amount of people, immigrants, to bring into your economy each year. But when you completely go full on to cause wages to be squashed, wage prices to be squashed, I mean, the eternal battle between the capitalists and labor is the price of wages. So if you increase the supply of labor, you squash the price of wages, and that makes the capitalists' profits go up in the billions. These, of course, are owned by the banks, the bloodlines. So if you look at how many people have been coming into the country, and then the floodgates were just opened in recent years, it doesn't matter which party's got into power, they've both said they were going to stop it and they've not. But as a consequence of that, a lot of people have entered the country who are, some of them are dangerous, some are mentally ill, some have been released from prisons. Some have come from the poorest countries in the world that we've absolutely bombed the crap out of and created the PTSD and the mental illness and the killer instincts in these people. And our same politicians, such as Tony Blair, George H.W. Bush, Dick Cheney, who made billions off the back of all this, they're the ones who set this in motion. And now the people of Southport the parents of Southport are suffering the consequences. And it's absolutely sickening. Yeah. All right. So going back to this Trump story. So Trump has lambasted Meta and Google because they've censored the bloody picture of his attempted assassination. Social media users are pointing out that Kamala Harris's name is popping up first when doing an internet search for him. Facebook has just admitted that it wrongly censored the Trump attempted assassination photo and got caught. That's what Trump posted on social media on Tuesday. Same thing for Google. They made it virtually impossible to find pictures or anything about this heinous act. Both are facing a big backlash over censorship claims. Trump argued it was an attempt to rig the election. Of course it was. Just like that Russian conspiracy stuff, associating him with the Russians was an attempt to throw the election. And now they're just doing it again. They're not going to stop. Just because the assassination attempt failed, the cabal's got its back against the wall. They're not going to stop. They're going to employ every weapon in their arsenal to try and prevent Trump from winning the election. And if Kamala looks like she's wavering, then they're going to have to bring in Michelle Obama, promise the Obama crime family that they're going to totally make the money laundering tight. It'll never come out if the scrutiny comes on them. Give them some reassurances. Get Michelle in there and portray her as the saint, the savior. I think that is a strategy we are yet to see put into play. They got rid of Biden like that. Here's your resignation letter, Joe. The week earlier, he was never going to stand down. They can get rid of Kamala like that because there is so much money riding on the wars, the continuation of the wars. You've got senile Joe would have signed off on anything. Kamala, who's got the brain of a peanut, will sign off on anything. But if it looks like she's not going to get in and Trump is going to get in, Obama crime family to the rescue. Backed up by the Clinton crime family. That's my prediction. Yeah, so so Trump was criticizing Facebook, and a member of Facebook's communication team admitted the image of Trump raising his fist was accidentally censored. Crooks was accidentally allowed on the wheelchair accessible roof. This was an error, wrote Danny Lever on X in response to a post accusing Mark Zuckerberg of censorship. Mark Zuckerberg accused of censorship? How dare anybody? Facebook would never censor anybody, would they? Well, right now, I've got almost 200,000 followers on Twitter. I've got 800 people watching. I've got almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. If you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help us get to 1 million. We'll be able to do loads more. I've got 250,000 followers on my main Facebook page. I've got 10 Facebook pages. Can you put in the chat how many people are watching right now on Facebook? And we will come to our own conclusion in this organic, in-the-moment experiment. And whoever gets it right will get a free copy of one of my books from Amazon. If you can nail it, I'll go over it again. We've got almost 200,000 followers on Twitter. We've got 800 watching. Almost 1 million followers on YouTube. We've got 638 watching. I've got 250,000 on Facebook. Right, so Nikki's saying 35. Eric Watson -1. Claudia's at 4. Nadia's at 0. Facebook is evil. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Troy, for subscribing. All right. Put your guesses in. 16 mouse. Whoever's the closest. Go to my website, whoever's the closest. If you go to seanatwood.com, there's a contact box, and it's got my website on it. Kaz is at 4. Jilly Mac, 7. Well done. I've got 250,000 followers on Facebook, and we've got 7 people watching, and Facebook doesn't censor people, folks. Yeah, go to my website, seanatwood.com. Get my email address, send me an email, let me know what country you're in, what your mailing address is, and which book you would like off Amazon for me to order for you. And we will get that right out to you. So, continuing the Facebook story, this fact check was initially applied to a doctored photo showing the SS agent smiling. And in some cases, our systems incorrectly applied that fact check to the real photo, she continued. This is Danny Lever on X, defending Mark Zuckerberg, the bastion of freedom of speech. Lever said the issue had been fixed and Facebook apologized for the mistake. So Trump said Facebook has just admitted that it's wrongly censored the Trump attempted assassination photo and got caught. Yes, they did, Donald. Same thing for Google. They made it virtually impossible to find pictures or anything about this heinous act. Both are facing a big backlash over censorship claims. Here we go again. Another attempt at rigging the election. Go after Meta and Google. Let them know we are all wise to them. We'll be much tougher this time. Yeah, so internet users have been raising questions about Google when people are searching Donald Trump, bringing up articles about Kamala. A search by the Mail found Trump's website, X, and Facebook pages and images were immediately listed. But when it came to the top stories, the first articles listed were Harris, Donald Trump, followed by other categories of Trump-related articles. And some internet users claimed their searches only showed news that favored Harris over Trump. Google responded to the accusations with an explanation. Quote, these labels are automatically generated based on common topics across many news articles, and they change over time. Do you remember that music? Welcome to the Twilight Zone. You're entering another dimension. Ding, 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 ding. Whoa. News articles can change over time. They mutate. Ding, 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 ding. A search for Harris might result in a Harris-Donald Trump top stories label because news orgs frequently cover those terms together. You can see this happening across a range of topics like the Olympics. I was going to say the Satanic Olympics. I've just watched Candace's video on that. Other public figures, companies, and more. They continue in a post on X. Trump's allegations mark the latest in a series of accusations by conservatives who have been going after the tech giant, accusing it of election interference dating as far back as 2008. Well, we know for sure that when we started to report on the Hunter Biden laptop situation in the very beginning, all of these platforms who are completely unbiased in the Twilight Zone, moral compass they own, all of these platforms immediately stopped me from doing so. Yet years later, it all comes out that it's true because there is a window. There's a window whereby you're not allowed to talk about certain things if you have so many followers. Once that window is closed, because they don't care about pushing that agenda anymore, The elections are over. Free for all now, folks. What are you talking about? We're against freedom of speech. We're not censoring you, are we? Same with Corona. Had to remove all my Corona stuff. We had a guy right away on who had identified the Wuhan lab. He was a boffin from Harvard talking about all the scientific terminology that I didn't comprehend. That's saying that it was a leak. And now that is accepted. It's acceptable to talk about that. I think we need to start to get some of the vaccine injured people on. We've not had any of them on yet. I think my channel will be allowed to do so at this point in time. Donald Trump Jr. accused Google of election interference over the weekend. He reposted a user who pointed out searching Google with the words assassination attempt showed auto population options for Reagan, Bob Marley, Teddy Roosevelt, and others, but did not have an auto population suggestion for Trump. So you got the most recent, most viral assassination attempt in the world, and you don't have an auto population suggestion for Trump. But Google said in a statement it is working on improvements to ensure our systems are more up to date. Well, we are as reassured by that, folks, as the FBI, the SS cleaning house. In a statement to the New York Post, the spokesman also said, autocomplete is just a tool to help people save time, and they can still search for anything they want to. On Sunday, Senator Roger Marshall also questioned why Google is suppressing the search about the assassination attempt on the ex-president, and he's going to do an official inquiry into Google on the matter. Well, we'd like to see some of them swept like we did with Zuckerberg when they had him, when they were giving him questions. All right, so we had Charlie Robinson on. That was one of the most recent ones. And I've got a clip coming out tomorrow, really strong. Charlie Robinson talking about Operation Gladio, and he believes that NATO is behind the assassination attempt. Yep, I'm going to release that clip tomorrow. So the Queen's Guard. Sean, can you go over the video you played in the beginning? The cops were looking at him before he shot. Guys, do you want me to go over the video again that I played in the beginning? Slowly, we could stop it here and there, discuss it. Put a 1 in the chat if you do. While you do that, I'm just going to open the door, let some more fresh air in. Because it was 31 degrees registering on my car on the way home from the gym. All right, it's unanimous. Here we go. Let's get it onto the stage. And let's play. I'll stop it at pertinent points. Here we go.
Okay. This is no trespassing. Off.
Oh, sorry, we didn't see any signs. This guy's kicking everybody out. He's raging. This guy's raging.
If he was doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this.
Look, guns out. Look at the looks on their faces. Trump's still being allowed to speak. They know something's going down.
Fucking cops surrounding this whole entire fucking building right now.
There's something going on in this building.
Instead, I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator elected and to make sure.
Oh my God.
Anyone with a halfpenny of common sense in law enforcement at this point will be on the radio. Get Donald Trump off the effing stage. Get Donald Trump off the effing stage.
There's somebody in this building.
And it's not easy because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much frustrating. In recorded history, we're the best.
When the shots go off, try and count them.
You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you?
Some people are saying that after the sniper hits Crooks, there's two shots at that point. So there was actually someone else shooting.
You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow at the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's what I'm talking about. That's the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services. Comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever recorded in the country. And then
Make yourself small, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Put in the chat how many shots you counted.
Get down, guys. Get down. Yeah, just get down. Get behind this tree with me. Get behind this tree. Get behind this tree, guys. No. I'm just safe back here. Here.
They fucking picked that dude off.
Did they pick him off?
Fuck yeah, I saw a big poof of hair go up in the air.
Oh,
They
fuck
shot him right in
yeah.
the head.
Fuck yeah.
Big poof of hair.
Holy shit, guys.
What happened
That's
over here? He
fucking
got 4
crazy.
shots off. Are you fucking shitting me?
This is fucking crazy, dude. I can't believe
Dude,
I
this
got
is
all.
national fucking news.
I can't believe I got all that on camera, dude. I was in the middle of it.
Like a headshot?
Kill confirmed, he said.
Nobody said kill confirmed?
He said kill confirmed. He was on the roof. One seriously injured, I just heard on the cops' radio. Here, pal. Are you law enforcement? You are? You're not. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Get your name.
Yeah, for sure. I got you, bro.
So we got a professional audio engineer heard 4 weapons, 3 + 5 + 1 + 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I was I've been alternating between 8 and 10. A few people asked me just to put the shots bit on again, so I will do that. I can't remember exactly what it was. Let me see. Find it for you. Here we go. Yeah, I was at 9 that time. It plays tricks on your ears. It's so fast. It's like it's like whether it's 5 or 4 right after to make the 10. So there it is. If you want to go over that and over it and over it and over it, it's at the beginning of this video and it's here at the end. So thanks for tuning in. I will be back hopefully with Ryan Dawson. He's just done a brilliant stream on it. He was talking about for 3 hours on Twitter a couple of days ago. If you want to check it out, Rye Liberty on Twitter. And then we've got the body language expert confirmed for 8 o'clock tomorrow. And we're going to be looking especially at Kimberly. So Peter, Sassy Truth, Sean, there were 4 shooters, crooks, water tower, and someone from the woods trying to take out the sniper to the right of Trump. Wouldn't surprise me. Look at all the different theories around Kennedy. I think personally there was a triangulation with Kennedy. I go along with what Jim Mars said about Kennedy. He was such a well-researched guy. You know, he's a local guy, dead now, sadly, but he spent a lot of his life on the JFK assassination. Perhaps I would love to interview him. Perhaps there are videos floating around you can find. Jim Mars, check him out, because he gets into the deep state side of it, and it's the same deep state that has done this move against Trump. Yep, great analysis on Dark Horse. And yeah, all right, so be safe, guys. I mean, you know, kids are getting stabbed in schools. There was a chemical attack in Bath here And it's like people are afraid to leave their houses these days. So wherever you are in the world, stay safe, be vigilant, and let's take down these evil forces and try and make the world a safer place. Until next time. Until tomorrow.